Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. After all, you're here, which means it can't be too bad. But more importantly, is welcome our guest. We've got with us today.
It's me, Seannessy TV, Mr. CEO, man of Jupiter Computers and Robotics, the Science Foundation. We send computers to space. We don't bring them back, though. Hello!
Hello, indeed, and welcome. As you can see, I might have damaged this one a little bit, but it's fine. We have half of what we need, and so it's perfect. It's good. Don't worry about it.
It's
Um,
perfectly fine.
yeah. See, just a minor functional error. No biggie at all. Additionally, welcome everyone, all my lovely defects and more, to episode 5 of VTuber interviews. Yes, that's it. Clip it and ship it. We're done. That's all we needed. Uh um
That's the episode.
yeah,
Glad you've been
we're
here,
done.
everyone.
Oh my word. So, yeah. It's been so long. So fucking long since we've done one of these. I'm sorry, everyone. But
Hey, I'm glad to be here. It's alright.
I'm glad to hear that. So, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Oh, wow. Well, I suppose where do I begin? Well, I guess the most obvious thing, I am, in fact, a Nyandroid robot designed, just to. It's a bit complex. I was designed by my corporation, Jupiter Computers and Robotics. Jupiter, yeah. We, I was mainly just built as an experiment. We kind of. Oh, hold on. People in the stream chat are saying that I'm barely audible. You want to turn that
Oh,
down?
let's fucking go! I know why. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
So I forgot I had to tweak my audio settings because yesterday or day before, whichever it was, I had to play something and I was being fucking deafened, and everyone else was as well. I'm
oh
so
yeah. Oh, those
goddamn
audio
sorry. I forgot
settings.
to
Those
check
are a
that.
killer.
All right.
No, no, it
Take
happens to
two.
the best of us.
Take two.
We're back. It's not. Listen, you can take. Listen, you can take the VTuber out of the scuff. You can never take the scuff out of the VTuber.
You fucking know it.
Okay. Do you want to start from the beginning?
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, I mean, I guess. Hello, everyone. Hello, I am Seannessy TV. My full name, Sean Nya Meow. The CEO and acting head of, and potentially the only employee of my lovely corporation, Jupiter Computers and Robotics. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here.
And by the way, my defects, please check out the video description because it has their Twitter and their Twitch. And if you don't go there, I will kill you.
It's true.
That's
I'll
it.
do it too. I'll hide the body.
We'll both kill you.
Yeah.
It's easier when there's two people. Anyway, um, yes. So I'm what we'd like to call all over the place, but that's fine. So, thank you for introducing yourself. I appreciate that. So, are you excited for today? Are you feeling it?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. A little nervous. I've got about 10% power in my battery right now, and I am ready to fight God.
Let's fucking go! Hell yeah!
Yeah!
That's it, everyone. Fucking chew batteries, eat a capacitor, like a capacitor. I meant. Fucking let's go.
Little snack.
Yeah, a little snack, just spicy snack. Um, fucking all right. Right off the bat, most important question. This changes my perspective on you. What's your favorite type of cheese?
Ooh, okay, wow. Ooh, this is hitting me with the really tough questions
I know, right?
already. Now, most people, a lot of people, there's tons of cheeses. Everyone goes with the, typical ones because there's always you got your cheddars, you got your Swiss, your mozzarella if you're feeling spicy. But me, no, I'm a bit of a connoisseur. I've always liked cheese ever since I was a very small neon, ever since I was a little web surfer.
All right, all right.
I have always been a big fan of cheese. So I've looked through plenty and plenty of cheeses. Let me tell you. And I know the best cheese, the mathematically and scientifically best cheese. It is not American cheese. American cheese, it has to qualify as a cheese to be American cheese.
Correct.
It should be to be a cheese. I declare right now, according to my extensive research and findings, the greatest cheese in the world, and my favorite, is Parmesan cheese.
Interesting. Parmesan, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Not.
It's
what
very
I was
good because it has a. It sounds like it says my name too.
expecting. Fair. You know what? That is fair. I will take that answer. It might not be correct, but I respect it.
Well, not everyone can spend trillions of dollars and gain a couple PhDs in cheese science.
That's true, and you know what? It's okay. It's okay. In the end, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because we fuck. I had a thought, lost it. Anyway.
Same. Those thoughts. Where do they go?
Sonny and Nor, you are on the fucking mark.
Gouda?
Gouda is so goddamn good. Smoked Gouda? Holy shit. By itself, though, don't put it in things. Don't put it in things. If you put it in things, you ruin it. By itself,
It's
like with a cracker.
alright. Okay, I will give you this. Gouda is a very good cheese because you can as a little bit of a slang, you can say, "Oh well, it's all Gouda." It's all good.
I mean, yeah,
That's
it
pretty
has
good.
that as a
That's
bonus point, but that's just verbiage. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, but, like,
I'll take Munster, too. Munster is really good.
I've never even heard of that one, and I have a PhD in
Consume Munster.
rise.
It's required. When you can, consume Munster.
I'll have to check at that, see if I can find any left over in the compound.
Yes, let's fucking go. Listen, if you find the remnant fucking Munster, give me some too. Goddamn, I will eat your fucking ancient forbidden cheese. Anyway.
Sure, yeah, because cheese like gets cheese. It's kind of like wine, where as long as there's like mold or anything to consume it, like it like gets better the more you age it, right?
Good point. Good point. Not to be political, but how are we feeling about what is analog cheese?
Analog cheese.
What in the goddamn does that mean, Drug? Inform me. Inform us so I can check up on that in a minute. Alright.
Yes, Drog, please do share with the class.
Yes. Okay. Follow-up question. Very important. Mixes with this very well. Favorite type of bread. Doesn't necessarily need to relate to the first question.
Favorite type of bread. That's just easy. Oh wait, no, it's not easy because there's also garlic bread. I was gonna say sourdough, but garlic bread.
I'll take a top 3 if you give reasons.
Ooh, okay. All right, definitely in that case, top 1 bread is garlic bread. Although it's a bit unfair because I feel like garlic bread is so good it doesn't even qualify as bread anymore. It's like
correct.
It's
ascended.
Whole different treat of its own.
It's ascended. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. The second is definitely sourdough. If you haven't had sourdough, you're not living. I'm sorry. You need to have sourdough. I have it with my little sandwiches every single day whenever I'm feeling like having some human food. But it's very good stuff.
But that leaves one more spot.
And finally, last one, probably whole grain. It's pretty plain, but the plain and simpleness I feel like is its strong suit. It doesn't try to be fancy. It doesn't try to be overly fancy. So because of that, it can basically go with anything. It's like a universally enjoyable type of bread.
That is perfectly understandable. Do you like to cut your own bread? If it's an option.
Well, typically when I cut things, I use lasers. Although
that's just even better.
Although with bread, that tends to burn it a little bit, and I like to toast my bread a bit more. I suppose I like it a lot more when it comes already cut.
Oh. Yeah, so lower the frequency by a lot, increase the speed of coverage. You should be able to cut without too much burn.
Oh.
Hypothetically, I definitely haven't put bread in a laser cutter.
Thank you. That'll be really useful in looking for my PhD in bread science.
Hell yes, let's fucking go. Uh, all right. Oh, we've been informed that they were. Oh, is that not how it's called? Like fake cheese. So I've never heard analog cheese refer to fake cheese. However, yes, I do believe I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Imitation cheese is what I usually hear.
imitate. Oh yeah, yeah, those. Yeah, like I suppose American cheese
Yeah,
would
that's
classify as
the
that.
the most predominant imitation cheese. The forbidden fucking flavoring.
Analog cheese. If American cheese is closer to plastic than food, I'm just gonna say it.
That's
And
because you're
now for me,
correct.
that might not be a problem because I can just burn anything that I eat in my mouth-based incinerator. But for you organics, that's probably a bit of a problem.
I
Admittedly, I'm not a medical droid, but
It's alright. I mean, we are eat so much plastic, we're gonna die early anyway. So I mean, what's a little more, right?
I suppose that's true. Who knows? I mean, we have all these comic books about radiation giving people superpowers. Perhaps it's time we
It is
we examined the effects of microplastics.
Plastic Man.
Oh, Plastic Man! I love that one. I love that man.
Fucking. Oh god. So like, which do you think there's more plastic in, right? Like Subway bread, or like American cheese in large quantities. Like by Subway bread, I mean like one loaf. And
Definitely American cheese. Definitely American cheese.
nice. You are removing the covers, right? You're not just eating it with the shell.
Um, I will plead the fifth.
Understood. This makes a little more sense. Um.
Hey,
Oh
look,
god.
if if they didn't want us to eat it with the shell, they wouldn't have included the shell. What are we
You
gonna
know
do
what?
with the
That's a
shell?
good
Just gonna
point.
go to waste? Gonna litter?
You know what? I think the same thing
I
about root beer.
saved the sea turtles by eating it myself.
Yeah. See, there you go. Just eat bottles. Eat bottles.
Yeah.
Defects. Um. Not yeah. The crust of the cheese is the best part.
Personally, I prefer the mold colonies.
Fair, fair. Gotta mix it up sometimes, though. Well, I haven't even, we've gone 2 questions in. Oh, all right.
My ADHD is showing.
Let's fucking go. Oh god, there's 2 of us. We're in danger. Everyone's in danger. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at all, and you can't do nothing about it, defects. Um, let's see. Okay. I would like. Hold on, I have to light some candles real quick. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Ignore the drawing around your chair. Okay. Where's
Sure,
the book? Okay, I found it.
I've done this before a little bit.
All right, just close your eyes for a moment.
Okay. I can't close my third one. That one's...
No, that's fine. Don't worry about that.
I can shut off video feed though.
I summon you, creator of our guest.
Oh.
Arise and take form
Ah.
of your creation.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hi.
It's me. I'm.
All right. So I have a question for you. No time to explain.
Hi. I'm in an interview place. Okay,
Yes, you are.
This
Don't worry
isn't how
about
I
it.
thought I would spend my Thursday. I can...
It's like that sometimes. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It happens. So I have to ask you, what was your original idea for your design, if the current one varies at all from the old one?
Oh, now that, okay, that's a good question actually. Let's see. Well, originally it's kind of funny because it's been just over 1 year since I started on this journey here. The original plan was when I was in my really old group of friends, we all kind of came together and decided we would, like, the three of us would start VTubing together. And I started making my own little plans. I would be, there's always a little kind of group joke in that friend group that I was just that I was a real life cat boy, since I certainly acted like it. So one day, when I was thinking of what I want my model to be, I kind of just I went in the reality app, the one on mobile, and just kind of like threw some stuff together for a little bit of a concept sketch.
Oh,
And it kind of just originally, I think I still have the pictures somewhere. I don't know. It'd probably take a while for me to find them though. But it was like this sort of. It looked a lot like me, like how I actually look. Pretty. Kind of like pale white skin. Like really like long blonde hair. And it was just like little cat boy with a kind of like well dressed lime green suit. The original plan was to have like a bit of a lime green color. I guess you can kind of still see that in my eyes and ears. It's a bit more green than yellow. But eventually, I just kind of I did some more sketching and decided, well, I mean, no hate to the cat boys that do exist, but we've got a few of those. I'd like to push the envelope just a little bit, and decided to flex my creative muscles a little bit, and start joining the beep boop side.
I like that thought process. Hell yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. And it seems
Yeah,
to have paid off. Your fucking model is cool as shit.
thank you so much. I made it myself with 8 hours of pain, or
That
hours, months, 8 months
I
of pain.
fucking forgot about that. Defects. This excuse my language, but don't actually. It's this motherfucker made their own model from the ground up. If I recall correctly, you said you didn't really know how to do this until you were just like, yep, we're fucking doing it, right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It was kind of funny because at first I wanted to learn how to do live 2D. I sort of learned about that before I realized that I was not good enough at drawing to make a good model there. So I decided to start just
I
learn
understand that
Blender
pain.
instead.
Um,
Yeah,
hell yes. Like, oh my god. And
yeah.
and
I, I, I,
you
if okay, if I can give any advice to anyone who is considering doing the same, I
don't do
can,
what
I
we
can
do. Just don't run.
exactly.
Run.
Actually, I've streamlined the process into a very simple, a couple step plan. All right, all right, all
Oh.
right. Step one for learning Blender and creating your own model. Step one, close Blender. Step two, go to your local Walgreens or McDonald's or whatever. Step three, apply for a job there. Step four, work for months. Step five, use the money that you got there to pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, and not even months. If you take a little shortcut or cheat and like call tax evasion, you get that money even faster.
That's true. Or you could just steal it.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, just commit tax fraud. The answer is so obvious.
I love
Um,
tax fraud.
I know, right?
I committed tax fraud accidentally when I was a child.
Let's go. I, I
Actually, wait. No, I guess it was tax evasion. Although my lawyers say I should use the term tax avoidance since tax avoidance isn't illegal.
I still find it just as entertaining.
Precisely. I love defrauding the federal government out of money.
I owed the government $20,000 accidentally because I filed something wrong. Um, that's corrected
Yeah.
now. But my God,
That's good.
was I in danger?
That sounds actually horrifying. I think that is more money than I have ever had.
That's more money than I've ever had. I owed them more money in incorrect filing taxes than I've ever fucking owned.
Yeah, not even crypto will get you out of that one.
That's how it got in there. um. Anyways, we'll deal with that story another day.
Oh yeah.
But so while you are here, glorious creator, I do have one more inquiry for you, or maybe two. I should probably read.
Oh yes, sure. I'm here to answer any questions you would like. I suppose I can stop by here for as long as you'll have me.
I remember. The question is this. Oh, by the way, everyone, including you, if you hear stuff in the background, that's because there's a motherfucking party next door. And by next door, I mean on the other side of my wall. So I'm so sorry. This
Ah,
is post me trying to fix my microphone. And I was so focused on that, that's why the audio was messed up at the beginning, because I was just fixated on my mic. Uh,
that is
um,
entirely comprehensible. I have to deal with thin walls all the
let's
time at
go.
university.
So, my other question for you is one. Feel free to pass on it by all means. Um, but uh, who is your Oshi? If
My
applicable.
Oshi. How about I answer that question with a question? What
Sure,
is an
probably.
Oshi?
That's a good question. I like that question. That's an acceptable answer. And my response to that is, usually it's like someone you're a fan of, you look up to, etc. For example, I
Ah.
I would consider my Oshi in equivalence. It's a very weepy term, don't worry. Um,
Hmm.
to be Sana from Hololive English. Um,
Okay. Okay.
or arguably also fucking Nux Taku, but that's its own thing for
Hmm.
its own time.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a tough one actually. I usually don't actually pay too much attention to the larger VTubers in the VTuber space.
that is
I
fair.
tend to kind of like stick to the more I tend to stick to the more like indie people, people who I'm like kind of personally friends with. Although I suppose if I had to choose someone who I really look up to in this community, someone who I really kind of, I guess, yes, to use another term, someone who I definitely stan.
Yeah.
Um, Probably Carius actually. I think that Carius is yeah. I feel like if we had more people like Carius who were like really popular VTubers, I feel like the community would be a lot better of a place. Because you hear all these people who, well, up and when you're kind of up at the top, it's kind of hard to, I guess, be super relatable for all the small indies, and you tend to eventually after a point see it a bit more as a business than anything, and that can lead to some kind of, I guess, harmful behaviors, and you can let that all that power and influence go to your head. But Carius, I think Carius is really special because Carius still like even after being like one of the pretty big shots in the community, still hasn't let it go to his head and is still just like still just a little goofball, and I think we need more people like that, more people who are just willing to just like you're like take a chance, just like be goofballs, just like don't see it like a business, just have fun, like that, like because if you're not having fun, like why are you even doing this?
And Kari sounds very familiar to me. I'm trying to think, is that the VTuber who has the the red hair, hat with goggles on it,
Yes,
and they
yes.
look like they're from Fire Force?
I Oh, I wish you hadn't said that last part because now I can't unsee that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's gonna take a oh, that's gonna take more than that's gonna take something stronger than Coca-Cola to get rid of. Okay, no, yeah, they're the femboy tank VTuber. Also,
Okay.
if anyone listening, yeah, go show Kari some love. They're going through the ringer right now. Go show them some love.
Here, I'll put them in the chat right now.
Yeah.
God, don't shortcut my link, motherfucker. Did I ask you to? No, I didn't. You,
God hates us. We're VTubers.
we have been fucking cast down. Alright, that should show up any moment. Check them out, you motherfuckers. Only after you check out this motherfucker, though. They're lovely and wonderful and deserve your following. If you don't, I disown you. I
Yeah.
disown you. Anyway, thank you for that information. I do appreciate that a lot. And I need to check out their videos more because I've only seen like a little bit of them. And then I
Yeah.
had a bit where I was like looking through everyone, see, learning of everyone around me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Admittedly, I don't admittedly I should probably watch their streams a bit more too. But yeah, I definitely I mainly interact with them just on Twitter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
They're very funny on Twitter.
Yes, so are you, you fucking psycho. God damn, I've seen your posts. They're glorious, every one of them. If y'all want to fucking laugh, just go on their Twitter. Like this shit is fucking wild. You can't go more than like
Oh,
a
you
half
flatter me.
scroll on a mouse before you just lose your shit from something else that gets posted. Um,
listen, if you want advice for how to do what I do, all right, I got this advice from Karius himself. Karius has been like my biggest inspiration for Twitter. All right,
Okay.
and Karius gives to everyone who asks one piece of advice for how to be funny on Twitter. Think less. That's it.
Nice.
Don't stress yourself about maybe if I tweet this, maybe like this will make someone I don't know, maybe someone won't like this. Maybe I'll alienate part of my audience. Who cares? Just take risks. Have fun. Show your personality. It's just like just as okay. If you can tweet something that this is something that I think Stan Lee said that I kind of like apply to myself. Stan Lee said that like if you have an idea for like a piece of art that you like, then you should make it because if you like it, then odds are that other people will like it too. And I've kind of taken that. It sounds really stupid to say, but I've kind of taken that to part of like my Twitter and my comedy, where if there's a joke that I like, I'll just tweet it out because odds are if I like it, other people will like it too. Oh, I hope
Hell
I hope
yes.
my
Are
host
you
is
able
doing
to
all
hear
right.
me?
Oh, hello, yes,
Yes,
I can hear you.
perfect. Yes, I can hear you the whole time. Wireless headphones, and I
Excellent.
fucking love that advice. Um, I just had to close my door up a little bit, and by that I mean I have shoved multiple towels into my doorway. It has done
Good
nothing.
advice. Yeah, good.
But
Truly
try.
a godsend of streaming the towels.
Oh, absolutely. But hell yes, smooth brain post to begin with. But that being said, um, yeah, I probably should just fucking just do more random flows of my goddamn brain. I do think a little bit too much sometimes still, but nonetheless, no worries at all. And I suppose. Wait a second, hold on. Why did YouTube censor your fucking message? I'm reading this out loud because you didn't get the grace you deserve. Take risks, be gay, do crimes. YouTube censored that for
Yes!
some reason.
Yes! Crime!
Did
I love
it
crime.
censor crime or did it censor gay?
Well, YouTube hasn't had the best track record on LGBT issues.
That's exactly what I'm. Anyways, uh, if you'd watch your content, yes, that's why I create nothing but my stupid stream of bullshit because this is the stuff I
Yes!
enjoy. Absolutely,
Yes, exactly.
100% Sunny and Noah. Sunny and Noah. Which would you prefer to be called? I'm gonna forget it in like a few minutes, but like you got a few minutes of me remembering something. So let me know what you prefer me to call you as. And with that, creator, I
Wait!
what?
Wait, Sunny no. Oh, is that Sunny Candy Gal and Noir Arsenal?
I don't
Are
know.
you like together on
One
like a shared
entity.
account?
I don't.
Oh,
I don't
oh no,
know.
I can see the icon. Oh, that's cool.
They're
Oh, hey,
Sunny.
Sunny, it's good to see you here.
All right, so I shall refer to you as Sunny. And thank you, creator. I'm sorry. I must do this. It's nothing personal.
Oh,
This might hurt a little. I just
uh,
gotta hold on.
wait.
Oh, just
How much?
don't
How much
worry.
are we talking about? A lot of pain?
You'll find
Uh,
out in just a moment. And
like
boom.
dentists. Oh! Whoa! Oh, hey, everyone, I'm back.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hey, sorry. I think I must have blacked out for a
Oh
minute
no,
there.
it's okay. Do you mind blowing out that candle right there?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I
Sorry,
felt the.
that might have got it a bit radioactive. It's fine.
No. It's fine. It's fine. No worries about it. What am I gonna do? Mutate? Like I don't think I'm gonna get worse than I am now.
I suppose that's true.
Maybe it'll fix something. Um, let's see. All right. I think last thing I asked you was about bread, right? So,
Brad, yes.
yes,
The Brad
yes.
questions.
Talk to me about some of your passions.
Ooh, passions.
As many as
Well,
you want.
let's see. I suppose generally something I like. I like creating. I like building things. As you can see, my own this form here entirely self-assembled. I original body got pretty Well, it was pretty broken down in the 200 or so years that I was asleep. And yeah, so I had to, I had to work with with what I had to, like build my own body and rebuild everything. And that's kind of stuff that I like to do. I like to build stuff. I like to just I like make art, for example. And I guess that kind of has to do with why I stream, why I send out these broadcasts. I just like to, I guess creating content kind of scratches that itch too. I suppose I was originally I suppose I was originally built to build rockets, so that's kind of carried over.
Let's fucking go. I'm in a very similar boat. I absolutely adore creating
Yeah.
things, and in the future, I am going to have a bunch of
Oh.
videos showcasing stuff I'm creating physically, and will
Ooh.
upload to some sort of open source form. I don't know what yet. We'll decide it. I like creating things.
Ooh,
I
that
like
sounds nice.
gadgetry and whatnot. And if you like creating things too, perhaps we can make stuff in the future.
That would be an excellent. I'd love to do that.
Combined talents are always fun, except when they're not. But don't worry about that. Don't worry.
Oh well.
Combined talents can create awesome things, and they can also create the atom bomb. So like, you know,
Oh well.
it's a
Yeah.
little gamble.
I'm not quite the person who would be not a fan of the atom bomb.
Fair, 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 fair. Um, left thigh is actually a rice cooker. I mean, utility is important.
Not in this model, but I do have some utility based models. I gotta have someone to blend some stuff up before I eat it.
How do you safely transfer your, you from one model to another? Do you have like a because like the moment
Oh,
it's removed, you would lose motor function, right?
oh no, okay. So the thing about that is that this body doesn't actually hold my brain. My brain is actually somewhere deep below the Earth's crust in California, in an old compound. That's where I'm currently at. It's a large, couple kilometer long superstructure of concrete, scaffolding, wires, server rooms, processors, all manner of things that I've managed to repair. And it's actually currently right now I use to broadcast out a signal that allows me to control several models independently from one another. This is actually just one model that I'm piloting around right now.
So this is a drone essentially.
Yes. This is yeah. All Sean models are technically drones. The Sean drones.
You are the
I'm
second
currently
person
working
I've met
on.
who has a large quantity of drones.
Oh, well,
How many
good to
do you
hear it.
have?
I'll have to look around more.
My
See if I
God,
can find anyone else.
who? So many people have drones. Oh my God, should I get drones? Should I get buffer drones? It'd be kind of useless for me, but like,
Hmm.
god damn.
Well, it's certainly pretty useful, I'd say.
Yeah. So you're underground, essentially like a. I know there's a word for it. Server technically yes, but that's oversimplification, and I don't like that. I like being specific.
Mhm.
Um, God, I don't know. I'll think of it later. You are the fucking Google Stadia of existence. Uh,
Oh, oh my God. Oh, that's a comparison, all right. I don't like how accurate that is.
You're playing here,
Oh
but the
yeah.
fucking game's somewhere else. Same thing.
I suppose I am. Oh wow.
And you're about the resolution of it right now. It's on this stream.
Oh. Oh, come on. Wow. Wow, that's wasn't expecting
Get fucking dunked on.
I was not expecting this kind of roasting here.
That's cool though, because that means you can like get shot and live.
Oh yeah, that's true. My models are Sean drones are meant to be reasonably durable, at least durable enough to survive a little bit of atmospheric reentry, but not exactly combat based. So it's pretty important to have quite a few backups in case we find someone who's not quite on the friendly side in our multiversal travels.
That is perfect. Did you mention multiversal?
Oh yes, yes. I should also mention, my brain isn't quite in the same timeline as everyone else's. I I suppose I can't really say exactly where I am in the multiverse. That's a bit classified. I've made a well. There's a few there's a few rivals
That's
who
fair.
would
E-
like that information quite
Even if that
much.
wasn't a problem, that I'd assume something like that would be on a unit scale in which I would have no idea because I only exist here. So if you said
Oh,
it,
it's yeah.
I wouldn't understand anymore anyway.
Oh yeah, it's very complicated. You know, everyone in the multiverse has their own different ways of categorizing the multiverse, and everyone wants to be, you know, the prime universe. Oh, I'm universe one. Oh no, I'm universe. Oh well, if you're universe one, I'm universe A. It's a big mess.
Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. That is
But
perfectly
yeah,
fair.
multiversal travels. They're well, there isn't really much left in my universe, at least not much that I can really look into. So, I tend to just, I sort of woke up and, you know, found this old project that some of the scientists were working on before everyone left. And it turns out it was a portal to access different realms of the multiverse. I guess I kind of assumed that that's where everyone went, but I mean, it's been about a year now, and I've been exploring. Haven't really found anyone from my base universe.
Well, if I come across any, I'll let you know, or die instantly if they
Thank
don't want
you.
me to find out. We'll see. Um, you're welcome, and thank you for talking to me about your passions and that as well. Um,
Of course.
Now on a very light note in comparison, what
Hmm.
is your weapon of choice?
Ooh, weapon of choice.
Or two, if you do
Question:
the
does it have to
like
be
one or the other sort of things, like some people have like a knife and gun.
okay? Does it have to be a weapon that you can hold?
Not necessarily, as long as it's something you use.
Okay. Uh, Definitely orbital death ray then. Orbital death ray. I just managed to get to restore contact with the old Jupiter Computers and Robotics satellites, and now I have my orbital death rays online. So I suppose that's a pretty useful one, pretty handy whenever I don't really have any targets.
I I have to ask, why are those on their satellite? I feel like that's something that no one would have on a satellite. No, did you take a non deadly function and fucking make it deadly?
Well, I'm not actually sure. You see, I was I think it was around 2013 when I started blacking out. You see, originally I, you know, I wasn't always the CEO of this company. I used to just be a bit of an engineer, you know, to help build rockets. But then, you know, around 2013, I kind of started to black out, and I woke up some 200 years later, and well, a lot had changed. There wasn't really anyone left, and well, I soon found out that they had installed lasers on all the satellites. I
Interesting.
mean, if it's not useful, it's pretty fun.
Interesting. Interesting. Uh, Fair enough. Lots of questions. Maybe we'll learn one day. Maybe you watchers will learn one day.
I hope
But
so. I hope so. I hope I can learn one day. It's pretty annoying because you know we in the corporation servers we log pretty much everything we do, but you know by 200 years, you know, water gets into them, and a lot of the data is just corrupted beyond repair. Sadly.
never mind that. Just fucking data rot makes me so upset.
Oh yeah,
God.
a lot of it was on analog tapes too, so those are just gone.
Why are they on tapes? Those foolish motherfuckers.
Well, technology was a little different in my timeline, so tapes were. I've heard that in most universes, it seems that you've gone a lot heavier into the digital line of work. Although in my timeline, it seems like we had a bit more advanced analog devices, which it's certainly interesting, I guess.
I. Alright, you get the pass, but goddamn. Fucking tapes. All right, fair enough. And here's a question that most I think I haven't gotten one solid answer yet that's even related to the original question on it. Let's see if it's going to be any different this time.
Okay, okay.
Is a hot dog a taco, a sandwich, or something else altogether?
Okay, this is easy. This is easy.
Good.
I have a lot of PhDs in this. A hot dog is a taco, right? Listen, this is something that I was learning with my bread science degree. I haven't gotten my bread science degree yet, but I can confirm from all of the knowledge I've gained, hot dog is definitely a taco. A sandwich necessitates that the bread pieces are separate. There's two slices of bread in a sandwich, except for edge cases. But
I
broadly, the rule is two slices of bread, sandwich. One slice of bread or what have you makes a taco.
I am so fucking proud of you. Our
Yes!
first victor.
Another
The
one who
crowd
agrees!
goes wild.
I'm so glad! I'm so glad there's another one who agrees!
Yes. My data is based upon the archaic cubed rule of foods, and it carries the
Mhm.
concept. You know what? You know what? Everyone, we're about to get a very small, very quick educational lesson.
Of course, of course. I love food education. I'm studying it myself.
Excellent, excellent. Give me just a moment, and I'm about to pull it up. This art is courtesy of someone who I don't have the info to. So pretend I gave full proper credit because I don't I don't know who made this. I just have it saved.
Hmm.
So give me just a moment and we'll have it.
Roger that.
Image, browse image, desktop, because I just threw it there like a fucking heathen. Um, and we're about to see it. Okay, so this is the cube rule food. Do remember it. You'll this will show up on the test defects. So
Oh.
the idea is this. Um, essentially, something that just has a simple one wall, one face suspension is a toast. It does not matter what that is necessarily. It just is a toast. Two suspended pieces, two faces on opposite ends are a sandwich, regardless of what the encapsulator is. Usually starch based, but three
Hmm.
walls, all of them attaching by going in a row, uh, is a taco. Sushi is basically a cube with two opposite walls missing. It could or could not be containing something. A bread bowl is all walls except one, and a calzone is a complete encapsulation. No exceptions. So yes, a hot dog is
Yeah.
a taco, but that also means that whenever people were like, "Oh, but some breads, touch." Yes, that's also a taco, motherfucker. Did I stutter?
That's interesting. I've never actually seen this theory before.
Nice.
If you could send that to me after.
Consider it sent, and also just it is sent. Right now, right now, no, no, now it's sent. Yes, there we go. Um, so thank you for joining us in our
Excellent.
educational lesson defects. Um, that's it. That's the whole thought.
Education is important.
Yes, it is. And finally, we have a not heathen in our fucking interview today, and you truly understand. Um, do you have any prized possessions?
Ooh, prized possessions.
Indeed.
Well, it's a bit tough because I used to have plenty of them, but well, ever since the blackout, memory's a little spotty.
Understandable. Also,
And
if it's
besides,
a little too embarrassing or private, of course you can always skip a question. That is always the case.
oh no, no, it's perfectly fine. I suppose just most of my prized possessions are, well, are gone. 200 years, 217 or however long it was, they're kind of just eroded away.
You know what? Then let me rephrase the question. What is or was your favorite prize possession?
Hmm. I
Also,
suppose thinking back, it's hard to remember, but there was something that someone gave me. It was a pen, I think. It was important for some reason,
hmm.
but I can't remember why.
Well, that's okay. I have a lot of things I can't remember too well anymore, even if they once were important to me, so that's perfectly understandable. Think about it for a while, maybe really hard. Maybe it'll come back to you one day.
I hope. Oh, although Sunny seems to have made a very good point in the chat.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. I know something food
See,
wise I can piss people off with. I'm reading them. Uh, I eat my steaks well past well done to the point they're crunchy.
I
I
I
mean,
do believe that my lovely moderator Zach Zachariah Brakowitz is my most prized possession. Yes.
oh, fair. You know, some people do in fact have those types of interactions. Understandable. No further questions. No further questions. That is Zach's problem. Um,
Oh yes, yes. Speaking of Zach, if you'd actually like a suggestion for anyone else to interview after this, Zach is certainly someone who I could hook you up with.
ooh, perhaps. I'm definitely down for meeting people regardless. Um, whether an interview will follow or not. So absolutely, definitely introduce me to them. Also, Zach, if
Consider
you're
it
out there
done.
right now, motherfucker, say hi. You don't have a choice. I am holding the
Oh,
gun.
I think I think you might be at work today.
Unfortunately for them, that means I am in fact pulling the trigger. Anyways, so of the streams you have done thus far, what was your favorite?
Ooh, wow. Oh, asking the short-term memory droid a question that requires memory. I see
Yeah,
how it
or
is.
just like a one that comes to your mind off the top of your head.
Let's see. Okay, the ones that come to mind off the top of my head, probably. Oh, it might be a three-way tie actually, because my debut stream with this 3D model was very good. That one exceeded all of my expectations, and I was just having so much fun that I think I streamed for 7 hours, and I was having so much fun that I desperately wanted to stream for even more. But I was I was my hardware was starting to break down at that point, and I needed to, and I was at low battery anyways. So sadly, I had to throw in the towel on that one. But I suppose then the next one would have been the Halloween stream where me and a whole bunch of other friends got together in Gmod and tried, emphasis on tried, to make a spooky movie. um, we didn't even get to the first scene. And then we decided to spawn on a bunch of next bots and run from them for for a couple hours. Um, but I suppose probably the last one, which is one of my most recent ones. It was I think, yeah, it was the last one I did, or no, the one before the last one I did last. I think I did it on Friday, or no. It was my last Ultra Kill stream, the one where I finished Ultra Kill, and that one was fun in so many ways. There was a lot of people who were, who I had to talk to in chat. My mod Zach was there, and he eventually kind of like halfway through joined in, and there was a little power hour where I went off to make some to find some thorium to recharge my batteries, and I let him broadcast his games a little bit in a little mod power hour. I think, just besides that, like Ultra Kill, the game, like finishing it up, the final part of the Wrath level and the full bit of the Heresy level, all of that was just like super fun, regardless. And I feel like that was really one of the streams where I was really firing on all cylinders. I was at full power. I had gone through enough sleep mode that there wasn't any like any anything defragmented my brain slowing me down. I was fully engaged. I was making good jokes. I was having fun. Other people in chat were having fun. I was entertaining everyone, and it was like holistically, I think it was a really nice time generally.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah,
Ah,
I guess.
having something like that sounds just absolutely delightful. I'm glad you get to have that.
Yeah. Thank you. And here's to 100 more.
Hell yes. And speaking of 100 more, sounds like you've been eating a lot of sour candies.
Oh, that's certainly true. Yep. Sunny is Sunny's quite insistent that that she makes sure that I use that sour candy routine. It's it was funny because at first on my debut I set the sour candy routine. It was something really small like 150, but foolish me setting it to 150 where anyone who follows can immediately redeem it twice. Um, I ate a lot of sour candies that day, and mostly every day that I have sour candies, Sunny is always in chat, making sure that I eat plenty of them and enjoying my pained expressions and reactions. Sunny, it's really hard to keep getting these. I don't have any sour candies left in my timeline. I need to keep bringing them back from other timelines. Yeah, no, that's true. Sunny made me go broke by getting too many sour candies. There's only so much money that I can safely acquire in when roaming around alternate timelines and buying things there. It's it and she made me run out of all of it.
That's
We
glorious,
we
though.
have fun.
Hell yes. Oh man, I'm just thinking about the fucking implications with that. That is so much. That is so many.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just because I'm a robot doesn't mean that I don't have a sense of taste.
Fair. Well, you won't if you keep it up.
That's true. It's already starting to fade.
Nice. Let's fucking go. God,
Let's see how many streams it takes for me to lose my sense of taste entirely.
that is a good object. Fucking place your bets in chat. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Alrighty. Hmm. Did you? Oh, actually, you've attended a lot of schools after all, since you have so many degrees you're working on right now. So, what was
Oh,
your
certainly,
favorite?
yes.
What was your favorite class in school? This can be
Ooh.
the very basics of the classes, or this can be a very specific, whatever you want.
Well, let's see. I think as part of the program, I was actually the first, well, at least to my knowledge, at least, I was the first ever self-aware intelligence made in my timeline. So at first, there was a bit of program that my creators set up to send me to high school as a way of getting to know humans and everything. And I didn't really go to well, I didn't go physically go to college after that. I suppose, well, that much. I certainly took online classes, but they didn't really let me out of the compound that much afterwards, after high school. I I suppose one of my favorite courses, well, besides the typical things like chemistry and the like, those are always fun. But I suppose history. History's always fun. It's like it's story. There's a lot you can learn from history. And I feel like there's a lot of lessons and morals that you can take from it. And it's very interesting to, I suppose, learn how people think and how people used to think and how people used to behave and generally how we got here. I suppose
How
as
did
part of
we
that,
get
I
here?
also enjoyed my psychology class quite well.
Yeah, that's freaking fair. There are so many cool things we could learn from history, or not learn from what we've seen recently and not recently, just in general.
Oh yes.
God damn, we need to learn. Be good people. Be good people. That's what's important, everyone.
That's true. Well,
Yeah,
humans.
yeah. Um, and that's fair. Psychology also sounds pretty fun. I took 101, and that is the extent of my psychology, my formal psychology classes, I should say. But
Ah, yeah, yeah.
nonetheless, definitely fun. I did this thing as a child where I would like find college textbooks. Like I'm talking like this is when I'm in high school and when I'm in middle school, and just kind of read them because it's I like educational books, so I kind of use that as an opportunity for that. Um,
Oh, of course, of course.
but that also means that like I was bored as fucking 101 because I was like, yes, this is I know this. What is the issue?
Oh yeah, I understand that. Well, recently I took some online some automated online classes, and well, it's it's kind of just blending. It was one of them was a bit of a blend of psychology and history, and I was just kind of sitting there, just listening to lectures and being well. I mean, I already know this.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure why I'm here.
yeah. That's yep. That's fucking exactly. And
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
sitting there like, man, I could be doing anything else right now.
Yeah, back when I was a wee web crawler, I before I was even incarnated and before I was developed to have self awareness, I suppose I was just let loose on the web to you know search through things, and well, I suppose I wasn't exactly sentient back then, but I showed a bit of a I suppose I showed a bit of a preference towards the old those old Nova Science episodes,
Nova
things about
Science.
space, things about how the world works, science, and all the like that.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yes, 100%. Hell yes.
Oh yeah, I wish they made more of those.
I agree. Um, gosh, I I I don't even know what I was gonna follow up with. Just yeah, yeah. Fucking Sunny said I use psychology to psychologically torture. Oh, oh, okay.
Yep, I can confirm. I've been on the receiving end.
I am so sorry.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
this is part of Sunny's charm.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, I fixed your body a little bit. I hope that's sufficient for now. Um,
Works perfect.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all right. I might be, bleeding power out everywhere, but I've got enough that I can probably finish this interview.
It's okay. I'll just flip
Oh,
the
I
cushion
should
over.
mention though, this body will self-destruct as soon as I reach zero power.
What are
I
you at now?
cannot let this fall into any hands.
What 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 power are you at now?
Let's see, 20%, and it should give me about we'll see.
Right.
Normally that'd give me about maybe 30 more minutes, but I could probably shut down a few systems to conserve power a bit more.
Fair enough. Whenever I have only enough time to be able to get out of the blast zone, do let me know.
I gotcha.
All right. um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. How? Let me think. Actually, so you learned to 3D model to make them, and no, sorry, you didn't. Someone else did. Um,
Hmm.
nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I'm thinking out loud. Hypothetically.
Hmm.
Um,
All right.
let's see. Let's see. So beyond skills that have already been mentioned, what are some other skills that you learned that you do find enjoyable or are proud of?
Oh, let's see. Well, I suppose I've been getting a lot better at art recently. I've tended to start. I've taken it up. I started, drawing things, and it's very useful. It's very fun. I started to draw, and I suppose I've also picked up writing as a little bit of a hobby. I I used to I think I used to play D&D with someone before, but my memories are all scrambled. Well, I
You
suppose it doesn't matter. I've picked it up again lately. I've started to started to with some of the friends who I've made in this community throughout the multiverse. Started to start making some D&D games again.
hell yeah, it's fun.
Oh,
What
oh yeah,
edition?
yeah, and that gets into creating because what higher form of creation is there than creating a whole nother world?
Fair. Um, what edition do you play?
Ooh, I actually play Pathfinder First Edition. It is the best edition, although I do tend to tweak the rules a little bit just to make it a bit more streamlined for the players.
There's nothing wrong with that. Pathfinder. I have played Pathfinder once, and it was literally one single session before the DM decided they weren't going to continue. Um,
Oh yeah,
but I do
I can
like it
understand that.
conceptually, and I applaud that because my god, are there a lot more dice rolls?
Oh yeah, I one of the things that the way I've heard it described is that Pathfinder is a lot easier on the players but harder on the DM,
Mm-hmm.
and D&D is a lot harder on the players but easier on the DM. So I can entirely understand why the DM would want to switch to 5e
Yeah,
instead.
yeah,
But I very much like Pathfinder, especially first edition, because there's a lot less limits on what the players are able to do. If you want to, if you want to, it's one of the gripes that I always have with fifth edition, where there's it's supposed to be a fantasy game, and so if I want to make a character, like starting out at level 1 has like a strength score of 24, yeah, I should be able to do that. There shouldn't be any like rules that say, "Oh no, you can't set your any of your scores above 20 in the whole game." That's just that seems a bit ridiculous to me in a fantasy game.
yeah. I agree with you there for with a lot of the weird and fucking unnecessary and just plainly unfun rules that have been and restrictions that have been applied to 5e, as well as
Yeah.
oversimplifications that have ruined a lot of fun that comes from certain things being just stupid, but like the good
Oh
type of
yeah.
stupid. I spent a ton of time reworking a lot of those to restore a lot of functionality, and then just extended upon a bunch of things that were mentioned. There are so many fucking things that have been like mentioned. Oh yeah, you can do this, and there's just nothing else. There's no mention of it. There's no anything. It's just like yeah, figure the fuck out. So I have so many goddamn systems I've written.
Oh, or are you a fellow dungeon master?
Yes, yes, I am.
Ooh. Ooh, we should collaborate sometime.
That would be fun.
I've talked to a few dungeon masters already, a few other dungeon masters, and well, I've certainly learned that well, when we put our heads together, we can come up with some devious thoughts.
Hell yes. But most importantly is everyone having fun.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. That's mostly why I choose. I definitely choose Pathfinder over 5e because even if it would be easier organized, I I suppose it's a bit weird to say, but it's a bit weird to say it like this, but I would rather make it hard on myself in order to make all of my players have more fun.
No, that's not weird at all. I literally do the same thing. I no sane person writes like a goddamn book's worth of fucking systems for shit unless they just want more things for the players to do.
True. True. Oh man, yeah. Speaking of writing, I'm in the process of writing some custom editions for stuff right now. Oh, and
Ooh.
that's actually one of the things that I really like about Pathfinder, because Pathfinder, for those of you who don't know, is actually a fully open source system, meaning that anyone, literally anyone, can just write their own third party content and publish that book and make money off of it, and Paizo will not sue you or take any royalties.
That's fucking rad. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and because of there's so much third-party stuff to choose from. There's websites that categorize all of this, and there is like 500 different classes, I think. There's probably upwards of 1,000 different races at this point. There's a lot. There is a lot.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's really fun. It's really fun for well for I will readily admit I'm a little bit of a min-maxer.
God damn it.
When I make a character sheet, when I make a character sheet, I kind of see it like as a puzzle. It's like a number game where it's like, okay, in these rules, how high can I make the numbers? Um, so I tend to so having access to like literally like a library of Alexandria's worth of like different rules and stuff to pull from. I can make some really fun and really funny characters.
Interesting. Fair.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
yeah.
If
Oh
you
yeah,
min-max in one of my campaigns, I will kill you.
yeah.
You might go through a few drones.
we'll we'll see what happens. It's kind of funny because yeah, it's a bit of a problem actually, because oftentimes I will intentionally try to make a character not min-maxed, but I'll see some random feature I haven't tried before. I'm like, oh, that'd be interesting to try, and then I will accidentally make it min-maxed. And that is how the strongest character I have ever created was born.
I mean, accidentalism is different. That is perfectly fair. Like
Yeah.
shit just happens. What I've found myself doing usually is I get like every character I make, I give myself some handicap. There is some sort of
Oh no.
major
Yeah, yeah.
fall of well. Anyways, I'm gonna fucking ramble about shit forever because I'm like that.
Oh no, no.
So
I love that. I agree. I do the same thing.
hell yeah. In that case, I do have one question though. Have you ever seen the Tome of Beasts
Tone
books
of Beasts.
from Kobold Press?
Wait, Tome of Beasts, Kobold Press. I've definitely heard of Kobold Press. I've heard the name Tome of Beasts before. Is that a Pathfinder thing? Because I think Kobold Press. Yeah, yeah, Kobold Press. I think they've done some Pathfinder content, some third party stuff that I've
Quite
used before.
possibly. They are known for doing lots of tabletop third party content. They created some really fucking cool books. There are, I think, 3 of them now for 5th edition.
Oh, okay.
Just fucking radical, cool ass fucking monsters and creatures and similar. And it's definitely worth a peek if you maybe you can find a friend who has the book or something, because it is an expensive book. Obviously, publishing a type of book like this costs money. I totally get it.
Of course, of course.
But, if you have a friend who has it already, you can give it a peek before you decide whether you're gonna buy it or not. It's cool. Definitely check it out at some point.
Of course, of course. If and listen, all right. I might endorse stealing, but I do not endorse. I only endorse stealing from the federal government. I do
Yeah,
not
that's
endorse
different.
stealing from
That's
independent
different.
publishers.
Yeah.
Yeah, got. People just trying to make a living. They're all right.
That being said, I do endorse stealing for only reading the first like 3 or 4 pages to see if you like something. Try it before you buy it.
That's probably something that just like most people should just like give away anyways. It's like
I agree,
it's
but
like
you'll be surprised.
like a little demo. Video games give demos.
Well,
I
they
feel
used to. You don't fucking see that anymore either. They should.
you should. It would be so, every now and again I'll find a game on. I think Stray had a demo, didn't it?
Did it?
I could be making that up.
Oh no! It might have.
Every
I
now
have
and
no
again you'll
idea.
see a game with a demo.
But either way, yes, absolutely. So here's a question:
Hmm.
if you wish to talk about it, of course, feel free to deny it, or not deny, not talk about it. Do you have any future projects that you're planning? If so, any teases you would like to give the audience?
Future projects, you say? I have a few in the works. Well, I guess for one of the more serious ones, there's I have my own YouTube channel where I tend to cut down my streams and post little clips of things. But I've been thinking of ways to branch out, and well, you meet a lot of people in the multiverse, make a lot of friends, and perhaps it's about time that someone went around and started telling all their stories. That's
Interesting.
that'll be the teaser for something that I've got. I've had that in the works for a while, and I'm still picking up, just working on the graphics and stuff for it now. But if you're a fan of those SCP reading channels,
I
you
am.
might like what I've got in store.
Ooh, I look forward to it personally then. And I do
Oh
hope all
yes,
of you out there are also looking forward to it.
yeah,
But yeah,
it'll be fun. It'll be fun times had by all. And who
indeed.
knows? Maybe one day I'll get to interview plenty of the people in chat.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and let's see. Let me catch up on Sunny's messages real quick. Do do
Oh, of
do
course.
do do.
Oh, talking about the one of her characters. Oh, gibbering or embodied mouthers. I actually made an NPC out of one of those before. It was very funny. I
Okay.
uh I made them when I was in somebody else's campaign. I made a gibbering mouther, or not gibbering mouther, an embodied mouther character for like a little like because they do like side quests that we could do alongside the main campaign to get a little bit of coin every now and again. And the DM, she like let us like give us like suggestions for side quests, and make like character sheets for bounties that we could hunt. And I made a an embodied mouther as a bounty that we could hunt down, and it was funny because I we decided that like I couldn't figure out like which like what level to make them. So I talked to the DM and figured out like we just said, all right, I'll just roll a d20, and whatever number comes out, that'll be their level. I got a 19. They were level 19.
Oh God.
We were level 6.
So you died basically.
I don't think I think I ended up leaving that campaign like just before we would have fought them, so I am glad I didn't get my ass kicked there.
That is fair because after a certain point, the team has to make sure something's possible.
Yeah, yeah.
God damn, if they just didn't even fucking hold back, what the hell? What are you doing as DM? God damn.
Oh yeah, no, no, she was a great DM. She would like always like she I mean, I haven't been in the campaign. I'm not really in touch with those people anymore, but I kind of I if she's still going to use that character sheet, I would assume that she would. I would hope that she would use it at a level where the people have a chance.
That is fair. Fair enough. I hope it's going well.
Yeah.
Question.
Hmm.
Drinks. What is one of your
Great.
favorite?
Well, can't go wrong with coolant. Although I suppose I am a bit partial to molten slag. Couple of others. I suppose as far as tastes though, it might not be as filling as oil, coolant, slag, molten uranium. But the humans, they make some really good drinks. I think Pepsi is a good one, and any of the people who have been watching my content or paying attention to my Twitter long enough certainly know where this is going.
Pepsi
As of course, I
sponsorship time?
am the official Pilk spokesperson.
God, I forgot about that.
I am a Pilk drinker extraordinaire. It does absolutely nothing to power my body up. It does not benefit me in any way, but I love drinking it. At first I loved drinking it specifically to spite the people who thought that it was weird, and now I'm starting to genuinely enjoy the taste.
So, when I read that, when I read you talking about milk, I thought that was a joke.
No,
Cause
I drank it on my day.
I, I
I invented a new flavor too. I invented several new flavors. One of them made my nose bleed, which is impressive because I don't have blood.
Okay. Wait. Did hmm. Are you sure your taste buds work right?
Well, well, let me just
Good
check my
answer.
software real quick. I mean, 14% integrity probably means that the taste buds are fine.
I've seen worse. Fair enough.
It's all right. I've got a few viruses.
It's like a root beer float, but like vile.
I actually had root milk too.
You've had
It's
what?
not bad actually. Root milk, root beer and milk.
Oh, that huh. Fair. I don't think I could ever get myself to do such a thing. I don't think I could like look at the bottles and like commit to the mix. Like just
It's
sit
very
there.
frothy. The worst part is definitely the like how it looks. The worst part is how it looks. Once
I'd
it's
imagine.
actually in your mouth, it does not taste that bad.
Yeah, is that the phrasing you're gonna stick with?
I I've made my bed. I'm gonna lie in
Alright.
it.
You've made your pilk, now you're gonna drink it?
You know it.
Alright. Fair enough. You know what? I respect the fucking terrifying uh dedication to pilk. Um
Uh, I am nothing if not persistent.
that is fair. Um all right. How about style? What is your favorite style, art form, or like things, way
Ooh.
things can look? For example, I absolutely adore exposed circuitry, dingling wires, unprotected components,
Oh.
unshelled metal, exposed functions, that sort of thing, like raw, just put together, like fucking Gary's Mod tool gun shit.
Oh, of course. Yeah, like jury
The
rigged stuff. I get you.
classic.
I get you. Wow. Well, I suppose I did assemble myself myself. So looking at my body, you can kind of see a little bit of my preferences in the design. I suppose I like the best way to describe it is well, it's sort of like you like early 2000s ish technology aesthetic. Where you've got like almost a like combination between the sort of digital computers and the like kind of like analog like tape machines and everything's all kind of like merged together, almost like a big amalgamation of like the technology from a whole bunch of different times. Like that stuff. I kind of like that stuff, where it's like it's really different,
Yeah,
I'm kind of like
that's fair.
yeah, like almost like 90s esque sci-fi.
Okay. So like, so like, that makes sense. So I'd assume in terms of stylization, we're talking closer to like a fucking the original DS versus the Lite. So we're talking the earlier end of the 2000s in style.
Yes,
Rough.
yes, kind of like that.
All
Kind of
right.
kind of like sort of like retro, but not like retro, but not like 70s retro.
Yeah.
Like
So
80s, 90s retro.
what are some examples of things that fit that aesthetic that you like?
Ooh, oh well, there was one that comes to my head, but I don't know if I'd be able to find an easy picture for it. But there's this one, those they're really popular in Guilty Gear players. It's basically like how like arcade machines have the little joystick and the buttons.
Yeah.
There's this little thing you can get that's like basically that panel with those buttons and that joystick. Really good for playing fighting games.
Oh
And I
yeah.
found one of those. I
Yeah.
forget what they're called.
People still use those even nowadays.
Yeah. I actually
Like for
recently
Street Fighter
recently
and
actually
stuff.
bought one. I actually recently I think I got one for a Christmas gift actually.
Ooh.
And the one that I put on my Christmas wish list, it was really kind of like it had like a really like retro-y design where it almost looked like I guess like how the Sega Dreamcast looked, where it
Yes.
had that kind of like almost like light beige color and those kind of sort of desaturated but still saturated kind of like primary colors.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like that. Like not I don't really like the like the plasticky texture that like that old retro stuff came in.
Yes.
Ideally, I love the color scheme. That's what I adore. So if I could have like something like that, but it's like more like metal and more like kind of like I guess like bulky and like more like modern shaped, like something modern shaped with that color scheme, that like retro style color scheme. Like it's a really like niche custom like style, I suppose, but it's something that I really enjoy.
There's nothing wrong with that though. I I can totally see it. That is fucking fair.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
unique
I
style
suppose
that only lasted a while.
yeah, it's something that I suppose the Portal series did really well. Although
Yes.
my one gripe with the Portal series is that their technology there it's a bit too desaturated, kind of. If their technology if the technology they put there was like less like pure like pure white and had like more color, more like beiges in there, more primary colors, then like that kind of stuff would be absolutely perfect for me.
It's fair. So it's actually entertaining that you bring up Portal as the example of all things because, yeah, you know what my favorite fucking like iteration of styles, the old Aperture, the fucking like underground segment
Oh,
of
I
fucking Portal
love
2.
old aperture.
Old Aperture is my fucking shit. I would snort it if it was physical and I could fucking have it. Like,
I love old aperture.
fucking
Yeah,
adore. There's
yeah.
not a single part of that goddamn area that isn't literally my favorite fucking thing ever. Even the wall posters. You remember the fucking things where
I
like
love those.
there was images of like silhouettes of what the old portal gun looked like, or sorry, quantum tunneling
Yeah,
device
yeah,
as
the
it was known at
huge
that time,
bulky
with the
thing.
big backpack and the tube that came out on the arm. I want that.
Yeah,
I want that so goddamn bad. I would kill someone for that. Not really, but I'd
me
come close to
too.
it. Really fucking close to it.
It's funny you mention that because that's actually going back to the part about stuff that I'm making. Like I've actually been trying to learn like graphic designs that I can make posters like that because I love that like for posters and like informative designs. I love like that kind of aesthetic for those posters. That kind of like it's hard to know like what it's like called. I guess like that kind
I
of
I don't
almost like
know.
Cold War era, like 50s,
I
60s era stuff.
Maybe. I don't know what it'd be called, but I know exactly what you mean because we're both just fucking drooling over the same aesthetic. So we definitely
we
know it. We just neither of us know what the fuck to call it.
we share a brain
One
cell
brain
in this
cell.
regard. I'm happy to share that brain cell as
I
a
am very
like-minded
happy to share
individual.
the brain cell too, because every time I describe it, people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Buffer? You're fucking crazy. Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
okay.
up. Why are you at my house? It's 3 a.m. Buffer." And I'm like, "Well, god damn it. Let me talk about what I want, and please understand."
Like okay, more people need to appreciate that aesthetic. That's a very
Yes.
underused aesthetic.
Yes. Fucking the fucking early Fallout stuff too. Oh my god.
I love early Fallout stuff.
Yes.
I kind of like love Fallout. Well, I guess the more modern Fallout stuff is a bit on the iffy side. Like Fallout 4 had some bits, some of that was a bit too sci-fi. But the stuff like Fallout, I feel like Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and anything before that was great stuff. That was great stuff.
Agree wholeheartedly. I remember there was this one laser rifle unique variant of it
Oh yeah.
from New Vegas. I don't remember what it's called. The prototype something, and it had the board coming out. I fucking adored how it looked. That was like one of my first introductions to that sort of thing because
Oh yeah.
I played that game actually quite young. Um,
I'm actually in a playthrough of it right now. I've decided to try my hand at the hardcore mode.
let's fucking go. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. I've gotten used to it.
The both the fucking rising action and falling action in the same fucking thought process. Just fucking glory and misery shall
Oh
come from
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I've started to get used to the fact that I can't take on a Death Claw at level 14.
Yeah, yeah, that yeah. Um, yeah. Sorry about fucking turning this into a whole divergent fucking
Oh no,
conversation.
stun locks are our specialty.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Speaking of which, if you do want to learn that type of signage a little more, I might be able to help out.
Ooh, I love that.
Because one thing a lot of people forget when it comes to that sort of design is a lot of it was actually a byproduct of functional need, necessity.
Yeah.
Um, for example, using only two colors for that sort of thing. Everyone forgets to fucking do it. Everyone fucking forgets to do it. But
Mm.
there's a very important reason. And that's simply because most of those signs was a single fucking uh, vinyl piece or whatever material it was at the time, because it was some sort of other plastic composite. But regardless of whatever composite that was, um, it was cut out
Yeah, I know what
with
you're
a
talking about.
fucking drag knife. If you got really fancy and you're making very large quantities, it was done maybe in an automated process, or it was just a template otherwise. Either way, that was done by motherfucking hand or simple automation. Uh, and then you just adhese it to the other base color sign, and thus it would make the other color. That's it. That's all it was. So like, fucking everyone forgets. Everyone always forgets, and there are appropriate times to use three colors or more for those signs, and that's
Oh yeah.
if it's something super fancy and it was literally like a flex. But that's it. No one would ever do that otherwise
Yeah, yeah.
because it costs
Yeah,
so
though
goddamn
it's
much.
something that yeah, we've all become, so like accustomed to, like the conveniences of modern life. Where you can just like open up a like image editing program. It's like, go to town with your Apple Pencil. But we've always forgot you always forget that, like people in the before times had to work around stuff like that.
Exactly. And if you're gonna make that sort of stuff, don't use raster software. Do yourself a favor, use vector software. I'd recommend like Inkscape.
Oh no, yes. Vector would be, oh my god, Vector is a godsend for stuff like that. I
Yeah.
only had the chance to use it like once a while ago, but oh, did it make things so much easier.
Yes. Well, that's because like that's shit they would have used. Like God, raster fucking image editing wasn't even possible till more recently because like
Mm-hmm.
nothing has the fucking memory for that. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Pixel grid is just a fucking illusion, a pipe dream from like fucking 30 years ago, 25 years ago, something in the range. Like, there are photos of like the fucking team at Nintendo working on fucking Mario World, right? Super Mario World for the
Right, right.
SNES, and you could see them. They wrote their own goddamn program to make the fucking 8 by 8 pixel fucking sprite tiles because there wasn't anything that existed for that at that time. Because
Oh my
surprise,
god.
surprise, it's niche as fuck because like pixel grid stuff just wasn't a thing you would use in most situations.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they paved the way for a whole new thing.
Yeah. And now we have the new platformer series, which is still disappointing. And I sure as fuck hope we go back to good ones again. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, speaking of games,
I do love gaming.
good. What's an idea for a game or an alternative take on a game which you wish
Ooh.
existed? Alternatively, a potential port or demake or something. Anything, really.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've actually had a couple ideas for video games. I used to, when I was a small meow meow, I always had the idea, like most people, that, oh, when I become a big meow meow, I'll make my own video games. Then you open Unity, look around, close Unity, and give up on that. So I had a few ideas.
Unity
Um,
will do that to a motherfucker.
yeah, yeah, it certainly will. I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll fully learn. I'll fully devote myself to learning Unity like I did Blender, but that day's probably pretty far off. I
I can
suppose.
teach you.
Oh, do you know Unity?
I know things.
Ooh, okay. I might take you up sometime. But yeah, I suppose to answer your question, I feel like this is this is gonna sound okay. Okay, I feel like we need more games like like there's certain games that come out and everyone agrees, wow, this is really cool. It does something that no one else is doing. And it's really pushing the envelope. And then nobody makes games like them ever again, right? Like, look at, I guess Undertale's managed to inspire a few people, but like, there really aren't that many games after Undertale that did what Undertale did. I'm not talking about like the characters. Like you go to it. Most games have, it's a pretty baseline, very like basic, like it's a very low bar for a game to have good characters.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
what Undertale did that I think was special from like a technical standpoint was very interesting. Where basically, whenever you start a game, the game chooses a fun value, 1 to 100, and that depending on what that did, like random things will be like it's like a seed basically. It's like a seed, but a lot more of it's predetermined. So like if you have like a fun value of like 97, then then like maybe you'll get like a phone call randomly from this random character, or you'll find this one random monster like if you go into this part. If we had more games that use the fun value mechanic, that would be something that I really like, where it's like still a very linear experience, but every time you play the linear experience, something's different. A while ago, I had the idea for a game that's kind of like Undertale, like top down, you walk around and do stuff like that. But it would have taken like the fun value mechanic to a whole new level, where you'd have or like even the layout of certain areas might change depending on like what the fun value is, and like it might like add or like subtract rooms and stuff. And who knows, maybe if you like I didn't really like think about it too much, but like I like I thought it was a pretty cool idea. Additionally, I guess that also kind of gets into the idea of we need more games like the Stanley Parable. Like the Stanley Parable, everyone agrees it did something really good. It pushed the envelope. It really tested the waters. But no one did anything like it ever again. Even the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Yep.
I I'm sorry, but it was just kind of disappointing. It didn't really expand on the concept. I
Correct.
mean, it had some funny jokes here and there, but it didn't really expand on it that much. It
Y-
if we have more more like kind of like really, I guess, cerebral, like choose your adventure games like that, more experimental games like that, that would be something I really like.
Yes. Yes. Fucking absolutely. And like, it's entertaining to bring up fucking Stanley Parable. I was thinking about that recently. I had probably
Yeah,
the
yeah.
space out equivalent of a goddamn shower thought. Um,
Oh yeah.
everyone for some reason has that question of, oh, there's third person games and first person games, and what about a second person game? Not realizing that it's a different fucking contextual scenario. They don't mean the same things to begin with in the context of,
Yeah.
but like the Stanley Parable, if the narrator was the fucking protagonist, it's just the perfect second person game. The pro-
Oh no, I think there. Wait, you actually reminded me. I think there is something. I saw a video about that a while ago about like second person games, where there was
yes,
one thing where it was really interesting, where it's like this is something that people could implement a lot more, right? There was a one game that I heard of. I forget what the title is, but the idea is there's a segment where it turns into a second person game where you're in like a car chase, and like you're driving your car and there's like some police behind you, and then all of a sudden it has something to do with the game mechanics where like your character can like switch into people's like minds and stuff.
okay,
Um, but like I don't know, I think I watched this video a couple of years ago. I
no,
could be
that's
totally
okay.
wrong about this, but like it's like you're driving the car, but all of a sudden, like you switch into the perspective of the policeman in the car that's chasing you, but you're still controlling the car that you're in.
That's cool as balls.
Yeah, yeah, and like the police car that's following you is like the AI still. So your camera
Wait a
is being
second.
controlled by an AI.
I think you just fucking sparked a fucking something fired in my brain. I think I know what you're talking
Oh,
about. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen that video.
oh yeah, yeah, I need to find that again. I need to
Yes.
rewatch that.
Yes. Fucking forgot
Yeah, a
about that.
second-person game would be a really interesting experiment like that. Like, if there's a whole game like that, that would be really interesting.
Definitely. Also, probably very nauseating, depending upon.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it would not be for everyone.
Yes. That being said, though, interestingly enough, like if we're talking about a more narrative approach to second person, I feel like that'd be something
Hmm.
that opened very special accessibility options that a lot of games couldn't.
That's true. That's true. I haven't considered that. Yeah.
That's something I
Huh.
always try to keep in mind when I make stuff accessible to hell. Make as goddamn
Yeah.
efficient as
Yeah.
possible, uh, so it can run fucking almost anything, if at all possible, and then accessibility to hell. The game can be not finished. We're getting fucking subtitles in. Doesn't matter. Fucking that sort of
True.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah. We need that is we need to put more focus on stuff like that. Everyone forgets about like accessibility stuff because like the world's largely built for people who don't need accessibility stuff, but it's equally important, especially in the age of the internet where everyone has a voice now, and people who used to like people who, disabilities can really hold you back, can really hold you back from like having like a very public life. But on the internet, it doesn't matter like what disabilities you have. You can like you can still have a voice, and you can have a voice much louder than anyone else too.
Yeah, and I'm hoping one day I'm going to be able to figure out a good way to make a game blind playable. Obviously, heavy audio
Oh
cues.
yeah,
Obviously, all that sort of stuff. I don't like it would be very differently handled for every single game, but that is an objective of mine.
yeah. I've thought about that because that's a really complex issue.
It is, and I've thought way too goddamn much about it, and have way too many
Yeah,
systems half fucking thought out. I want to. I want to do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um.
Oh, and Sonny's making oh god, Sonny's making a really good point
Oh.
about Twitch integrated games. If we had more game Twitch integration in games is so fun. I haven't used it myself. I probably should start like looking into it to use it, but that would be like ways you can have like your viewers interact with you. That's always like viewers interacting with your experience. Like adding that second layer to it really like makes it like a lot more fun, I think.
Yeah, that'd be great if YouTube stepped the fuck up.
Exactly. YouTube needs an integration system, and YouTube needs a point system. Do
Yeah,
those two simple things,
yes.
Twitch is done for.
YouTube, get your fucking shit together. My god. I want to be able to interact with my defects. And I want
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
everyone to have a good
I've
time.
been considering fully switching to YouTube because I think it's just a lot better for the streamer.
Same.
But it's like it has like it doesn't have the integrations and all that yet, so it's not like so I have to like sacrifice some of the stuff that I've that people in my chat have gotten used to.
I want the thing that I can get stuff thrown at me. I want that.
Exactly.
And someone's supposedly working on a workaround for it, which, like, God, I look forward to that. Because I've looked at the
Oh, that would be
netcode
so
for that.
good.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to
God.
afford that. I've tried. I've thought about it. I looked at it. No. No, no, no.
All right. Well, I should mention that my battery is starting to get
Oh,
kind of low, so we might want to wrap this up. You're
alright.
still not quite in the. You've still got time to evacuate the blast radius,
Okay,
but
cool, cool.
just a warning.
Right on, right on. Alright,
Oh, on the topic of games, real quick, we need
huh?
more games like Stray where you play as a cat and the cat is cute. That's it.
Fair. 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 And fair. Uh, we need more fucking games like Mario Galaxy Ahead in Time. Those the like
Oh, I haven't looked into that one that much. I've
Ahead
heard
in
that it was
Time.
really good though. Oh, I hadn't time. No, I've seen that one.
Okay. Well,
Mario Galaxy, no.
did you like Ahead in Time?
I've never played it, but I've seen a lot of other people play it, and of course I've listened to music. I I really like how it looks. I like it looks so good. I mean, I can't say this from an insider perspective because I'm not like familiar with like intimately familiar with the mechanics myself, but from what I hear from others, it sounds like a really good game.
It is. I fucking adore that game. Um, I honestly consider it a fucking spiritual successor to Mario Galaxy because it really does have that feeling.
Ah,
It's
okay, okay.
heavenly. I fucking adore that game so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't even remember
Oh
why I
my
mentioned it.
god. Yeah, okay. Sunny's actually said something in chat that's
Oh, what's
reminded me
that?
of another game idea that I had. Talking about how we need more slime girl representation in games.
Yes, let's fucking go.
I it kind of goes back to like Pathfinder. One of the really things that appeals to me about Pathfinder over 5e is that there are so many options you can choose from, like so many, and I fully recognize this would be a Herculean task, but if you could make some kind of like MMO or something where like have you ever seen the anime Overlord?
Yes, I watched the first season, and that was all there was at the time. I've heard there's more now, but I haven't got it.
Oh yeah, yeah. But basically, one of the things I know a lot about the Overlord lore. I'm a big fan.
Okay.
But one of the things that's neat about it is that the creator literally made like an actual in-depth game system for the game that he got transported like away from, and a lot of the stuff that he says in there is really appealing. Where it's like supposedly in like Yggdrasil, the game that he was in, it was like a big MMO that had like some like 800 different classes, and all of them had like unique features and stuff. And you could like multi-class, and there was a bunch of like multi-class integrations that made the classes work differently. There's a bunch of races, and like all the like races had different like synergies with different classes. And the kicker was that none of it was like actually public. The devs didn't tell you about any of that. In lore, the devs wouldn't tell the players about any of that. So I feel like it would be massively impractical to make something like that in real life. But it would be really cool if there was like this big MMO with so many options, and like everything you do like has the potential to uncover some like unique little secret interaction that you can find for yourself.
Is fucking fair. Yeah, no, that'd be cool as shit. I'm not a big MMO person, but I think that,
Yeah, I mean me neither,
honestly,
but
regardless of the genre, this still sounds fucking cool as hell. Um,
yeah,
the
yeah.
the closest thing to awesome little secrets and pairings and stuff that comes to mind in terms of function, yeah, that reminds me of Enter the Gungeon. Have you ever played that game?
Oh, Enter the Gungeon. I haven't played it myself. I might have it in my Steam library, although my friends have definitely played it and they swear by it.
If you do have in your library, I do hope you play it at some point because it is so good and it has so many hidden things. If you just happen to have the right combo of things, suddenly new shit just starts
Oh,
happening. You can do new
okay.
things. You might not even know what the fuck it means, and you may or may not figure it out. It's like there's a lot of those. Like there's a lot of those. I fucking adore it.
Okay,
I
okay.
fucking adore it so much. It is cool as balls.
I'll move it up on my priorities list then.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Uh,
Um,
okay,
and
I
I do think I'm
should.
gonna die soon.
Oh yeah, me too. Actually, I am currently at about 5% battery. I'd say you
Nice.
should probably either evacuate the a mile radius or just throw me into space.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll just go behind this desk when that time comes. Um,
That's all right.
yeah, yeah. So with those approximate 5 minutes left, I do have a couple finishing questions to ask you.
Of course, of course. I'll do my best to answer them quick.
Why, thank you. Um, so let me think. Do you have any advice you'd like to give other streamers? Things you'd like to mention,
Hmm.
or at least cautions, perhaps, alternatively.
Okay. Wow.
Or something more
I have a
positive.
lot of advice, I suppose. I guess it's hard to like narrow it down. I suppose I've already mentioned how like everyone gets lost in the sauce about, oh, I need to make this content for these viewers to satisfy the viewers. It's like, you don't really need to. You need to do this for you, right? Like that's what hobbies are for. If you're not having fun doing this, then you shouldn't be doing it. If you're not having fun doing something, you shouldn't be doing it. So if you're streaming and you're like not and it just doesn't feel right, doesn't you're not like you don't like feel good after a stream, try changing things up. Try don't really care about the numbers too much. Care about like how you feel about the stream. And I feel like a lot of the time when you start focusing on yourself and really like being earnest and honest with yourself, then that'll sort of start to show in your content and that genuine enjoyment. Like this is something people always underestimate. People are really good at subtly picking up emotions from people. And if you always so if you fake if you fake being happy, if you fake being satisfied, if you fake all that, then it'll come off as phony to people, and people don't want to watch like a phony streamer. People want to watch someone who's being genuine to them. So even if it's not going to give you like a shortcut to like 10 trillion followers overnight, be earnest with yourself, be honest with yourself. People will see that. They'll eventually see you for like who you are, and they'll like you for who you are yourself. And that is the best advice that I could possibly give. As for, I guess, any other advice, I suppose I suppose it's tough, but it's something you got to do in this community. There's a lot of I really don't like talking about it because it's very negative, but I suppose I kind of have to address the elephant in the room. Like, there are some very bad people in this community. There are people in this community who take the opportunity to like have like people like watching their streams and people like caring about them, who take that like as an opportunity to like to manipulate people to like start their own little personality cult. And I have been on the receiving end of that with some of my ex friends in this community quite a few times. So I suppose just be careful. Don't like if you've known someone for a while and you're friends with them and everything. Yeah, like it's probably fine by then. But like when you're meeting people, don't rush into things. Don't rush into things and don't do things that like okay, if you're just meeting someone new, probably a good like test is like, okay, if this person is trying to it's really sad that we have to do this, but it is a prevalent issue. If this person is trying to manipulate me, would I want to tell them this? And like just like be a bit cautious maybe the first few weeks someone. And if you actually listen, once you start to get to know them, then you'll be good. Then you'll eventually start to like be friends with them. So I think I guess yeah, just don't put people on pedestals, because if you put people on pedestals, especially some of the like bigger people in this community, those pedestals, it's a long way down.
Yeah, and really, that doesn't that is not even just limited to this community. I've seen that in
Oh
countless
yeah,
countless fucking communities in general. People get a little bit of power and they just lose their goddamn mind.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I suppose it'd be more accurate to say they weren't of the mind to be able to handle that to begin with, mindset.
yeah. That's true.
Um, and then just
I
obviously their personality shone through. Let's say that. So please always keep yourself safe, everyone. Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's like yeah,
Don't
just
don't go crazy with either though. Don't drive yourself nuts. But
yeah.
like
You gotta find your
after a certain
balance.
point, like there's only so much you can do if someone truly is just gonna be a POS.
Yeah.
I don't know why I acronymed it. Piece of shit. I can say that here. I'm not on Twitch.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Um.
But yeah, if you yeah, like don't you know don't drive yourself crazy. Don't be like super fully open and super like ultra friendly with everyone because people will see that and that will draw in people who want to take advantage of you. But don't close yourself off and isolate yourself either. You got to find the balance where you can find people who you can like slowly like integrate yourself with people and you slowly build up a community of friends. And once you've done that, you should be golden.
Yeah, yeah. Moderation is important in either direction,
That's it.
really.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. That sums it up really well.
And thank you for sharing that. And I hope it is of use to someone. I certainly hope so, anyway.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's also good to just remember everyone here more or less is human. Everywhere, really. So, like, they're also just as prone to human flaws as anyone else, which means some of them can just be fucking crazy. Uh,
Oh
because
yeah,
some
ain't that the
people are
truth?
fucking crazy. So be wary, be safe, and be cool.
Be cool
Be cool.
and
That's
have
it.
fun. That's the number one rule.
Yeah, literally. Fucking. I mean, actually, no. That anyone here has probably seen the stuff I post. That's like, if yeah, yeah, no. That there's no other way to see that. Especially with your stuff too. My God. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, let's see. I suppose that might sum it up for the night. I think. I
Oh, so.
greatly appreciate you coming to this stream, and it was an absolute blast having you for this interview.
Of course. It's been so fun being here. I think this is the first interview, the first VTuber interview I've ever been on. And
Thank you. I'm
it's
glad.
been absolutely a blast.
Yay! I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, thank you so much. And once again, Defects, you don't have a choice. Go on their channel. Go on their Twitter. You don't have a choice. Illusion. Choice is an illusion. You have no free will.
True.
You're going on their channel right now.
Free will is a myth.
Yes.
Buy gold.
Buy. Reality is illusion. Buy gold. Buy gold. Fucking.
Okay, I have about 5 seconds before I
It's
start this
okay.
round.
I'll
You can
die.
get under that desk now.
All right. Fuck, shit, fuck. All right, bye everyone. Peace out, Defects. And thank you once again for joining the stream tonight. I might die. Peace out.